A lot of size. The size factor is definitely different than what we've been around here. See him developing. See him getting better. Just had the little scrimmage we had right there. Kind of tried to throw a little fade to DK. He didn't quite finish it. Came right back to it. Paxton made a nice throw on the outside. See him compete for the ball. That was good. There's been a lot of guys in that room that stepped up. Keenan Reynolds having a great camp. Jerron Brown, he's not a young guy, but wow, talk about just an unbelievable camp. I mean, really stepping up. So those guys are growing, they're developing. It's been fun to watch them.
Do you feel like some of the rookies can help ease the pain of losing Doug Baldwin?
I think so. I mean, I think, the NFL's changed, right? And that's part of the deal. But we certainly believe so. We certainly believe that adding those guys to the guys that we had, David Moore coming back off of a good year last year is exciting. Jerron Brown, I mean, again, I just mentioned him earlier, but I mean, he did so much of the dirty work for us last year. We kind of forgot that he's a really established receiver, and he's looked dynamic out here. Of course, Tyler, monster year last year. He's going to lead the charge, but we'll be fine in that regard.
Pete said to us at the end of the draft, the reason for the wide receivers is you guys want to go deeper with Russell Wilson, exploit his talent there. What does that mean for you? How does that change things, or how does that translate to you?
Well, I think, obviously that's always going to be the objective for us, right? We want to run the football, be physical. I think we're the best play-pass team in the league. I really do. Russ's ability to throw the ball deep down the field, that was evident last year, like the last eight games. We were, I think, top 3 or 4. He just got a great feel for it. So you obviously got guys like Tyler that can stretch the field. Now you add a size element like DK. David Moore coming back. He's so much more comfortable right now. Last year he was kind of a one-position guy. Now we're moving him all over the place, and it's been cool to see those guys just take the next step. And there's obviously step backs, right? There's things that come up, like the play we talked about with DK. We went right back to him, and he made good on his promise to make that play.
For a quarterback like Russell, who is as protective of the ball as he is, what does it take for him to be able to trust a young receiver, a rookie receiver?
Just time. I think just time. I think you see him working. They're just out there working. They're working pre-practice a little bit. It takes time. I think obviously he and Tyler. I mean, you just watch them. I mean, they just have a great feel for one another for playing, together. Again, year 2 with Demo and Russ really spent a lot of time together. Jerron, year 2. I mean, so it's not just the young guys. We got some vets that were here that maybe we didn't capitalize on last year because obviously Doug had a good year and stuff. But we're excited about what those guys can do. But it's just timing. It's work, and we got a long way to go before we play a real game.
After the season, Coach Carroll talked about wanting to refine the offense a little bit. Have you guys had conversations about how to do that? What's that look like?
No, I think the big thing for us was just philosophy-wise, just making sure that we kind of know who we are. We make no apologies for how we play. We want to run the football. We want to be physical. We're going to take our shots. I think that's evident by the production we had last year. All the points we put up. Russ has had great numbers. He and Tyler having a perfect passer rating, and that's hard to do. And we're always trying to evolve. So I think year 2 is great. The staff's back together. It's been so nice to sit in meetings with Russ and watch cut-ups from last year. Last year we were just trying to put plays on paper and things like that. This time of year, now we're so much farther ahead, and it's cool to see how quickly the guys are picking things up.
What's evolving?
I would just say, again, us trying to find out the balance of the run and the pass, the ability to take the shots, Russ's ability to change plays at the line of scrimmage. He's done a masterful job of that this offseason. Had a couple really great checks today. So it's been fun to watch. We're still working through it, and excited about minicamp next week, and obviously training camp coming up.
You want that balance to change one way or the other, or are you happy with the balance that you had last year?
We're never going to apologize for the way we run the football. Each game's different. I think you go in each game and you're like, hey, what gives the best chance to win? We feel like we can beat people however we need to beat them. And a lot goes into each game. It's offense, it's defense, it's special teams. But we have no question in our minds that we can win however we have to win.
With Tyler, have you seen him, obviously the production was there last year, but with Doug Don, have you seen him be more vocal, or just the leadership role kind of change for him at all?
I think it happens naturally. They watch the way he works. He doesn't have to say much just because of the way he works. Again, if I'm nitpicking, he dropped a big third down pass there, right? We came right back to him and he scored. I think that was probably the best example for a young player, right? DK had the one down on the far end, and Tyler had this one. So he doesn't have to say much. He's a terrific player. He's a great young man and very well respected.
Is there a player that's taking on that role of